And so, those of you who remember me doing a game called Let's Learn Japanese, I'm sure a while back, and this game is actually a deluxe version of the game, which you can buy online, and links to do that are in the info. But basically, it's a game called Let's Learn Japanese, and it takes you through a bunch of different stuff on how to learn Japanese. Like there's the 3 character sets, there's hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and then romaji, which is a representation of Japanese and English alphabet. And it goes through and it teaches the very basics, and then it has sounds for it too, which the last one didn't have. This one actually has like sounds, and so that's pretty neat that it actually does that. And it's a refined menu and stuff like that. You can go over here to see the credits, etc., who did the voice work. If you go back over here, you can see the flashcards, which are the main gist of the game, so that you can actually learn stuff and so forth. And so you can do Japanese to English 2 or English to Japanese, either one. And then you've also got the review, which is where you actually go through and, test and see with a little boat there, which is pretty neat. With a little boat that lets you scroll through, and you can see the Japanese alphabet, so to speak, is what it's basically called. And so the way the Japanese alphabet works is it's based around 2 letter consonants and then 1 letter vowels, like here. And so the consonants are based around what we call a consonant and then a vowel, which basically becomes a syllable. And so they organize them instead of like how we do it, what we call alphabetically, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. They do it where you've got all of them with the vowels in order. So it's like all the A's, all the I, U, E, O, etc. And then N stands on its own as the only consonant in Japanese to be able to stand on its own, or in terms of consonants and what we are used to in English, like the letter N, the N sound is the only one that can stand on its own. Every other syllable in Japanese has to end with a vowel. Now, some of them have 3, like this, where it's 2 consonants and a vowel, but they still end with a vowel. This makes learning how to spell in Japanese actually pretty easy, because it has to end with an A, I, U, E, O, or N. There's no way a word in Japanese is going to end with like an H or something like that, or it's going to end with like a Z. It can't do that, just by the structure of the language. So that actually makes it pretty nice to learn in that case. And then one thing you may have to get used to, though, is that, like for the example, you see these little marks here. You've got the little apostrophes and you've got the little circle. That basically means that you transform the original version of that consonant or that syllable into something else. And it's usually the same, but Japanese has this thing where like it'll be the same in most cases, the rule will be, and then they'll throw one in there that doesn't really follow with the rules to kind of trip you up some. Like for example, if you notice anything with the little dashes over it, the marks right there, like you have ka, and then you take the dashes and now it becomes ga. And you've got ki, and now it becomes gi. And so it's all G's with this first set here with the K's. But then you go into the S's, and you get a za, you get a G, you get a zu, etc. The G just like sticks in there out of nowhere. And so you don't have a C. You don't have an SI, like a C sound, because I in Japanese is pronounced like E. It's like E. But anyways, sorry for ranting on about that and stuff like that. It's just trying to do a little bit of education there. But and then of course you've got the odd modifier here, where you've got a little circle over it, and it goes to pa. And so it changes all of these things into a P sound. And that only applies for the H sounds. So they've got 2 sets. So you've got one with the dash over it and one with the circle over it. And so if you notice, the original is he, and then you've got B, and then you've got P. And so you can go PP. And so there's that, and then you've got what they call, like, you got 2 consonants and then a vowel. The same rules apply, except you've got these little things at the end. And one of them goes YA, one of them goes YU, and one of them goes YO. And so what you essentially do in that case is it's pretty easy to get it. It's like you get the... Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. You get the original. Like in this case, it's KY is that one right there, which you can go back here and see the KI, etc. And so you just get the KI sound, and then you add the ya in front of it. Not like Soulja Boy, but just like the ya and stuff like that. So here you've got the SH sound, or you've got the S sound, and then Where's that on here? Yeah, you got she. You got she on here. And so you take the S sound and then you just add in the HU, etc. So you just take the first consonant of that given hiragana and then you do that. And you go to katakana, and list is pretty much the same, except what katakana is used for is it's used for foreign words and adopted loan words and so forth from other languages. And so it makes it easy to distinguish whether it's a word that originated in Japanese or in some cases in Chinese, or whether it is a word from a foreign language. And so this is a little bit easier to learn in terms of like stylistic, you know, because it's like you look at like, you know, the KI here or the SU where it's all swirly loops and whatever else, and you're just whoop whoop done, you know, whatever else. So this is essentially printing, and this is cursive if you want to take it that way, although that's not entirely accurate. And then you've got kanji, which is the big baddie of Japanese. As you can see, there's a lot of fucking kanji. There is a lot. And I would place bets that this game doesn't even cover every kanji. There's probably kanji on, probably like 500 kanji this game doesn't even have, lost to like history and shit like that. And then you notice like the circles and stuff like that are all the different groupings and all different ways and stuff like that. You could probably say each kanji because each kanji has a different meaning if said in a different way and stuff like that. Not each one, but a lot of them have different meanings if said in different ways. And then of course you have to draw the kanji in a certain stroke order. And then of course you have to make sure that like some kanji can only be paired with some other kanji. You have to know the roots of how the kanji actually exists. Blah, blah. So it's basically hiragana and katakana are like easy mode to learn compared to English. But then kanji is like boss mode compared to English. Like, people make livings. People decades ago and centuries ago made livings out of just knowing how the fuck to write like most kanji. And it's to the point where in most comic books in Japan, especially shonen ones, they have something called romaji, which basically is the little, here you go, like if it was this. Like alcoholic drink. Well, that's a good one to land on. It would show the hiragana above the kanji, or even the kanji above the kanji if the kanji is made out of another kanji in some cases, which I don't know if that's even possible, but yeah. So, oh. It's pretty crazy. And then, of course, you got words. This is a very, very extensive program. You look at 2,033 words. So let's put in like what I'm sure you all know. Let's put in, well, I guess it only lets me do 3 letters. Cat. And that's Nico, which I'm sure you all know what that is. So let's put in elevator. Does it not let me do that? I don't understand. I guess it only lets you do 3 letters at once is what it is. It lets you do 3 letters at once, and then you have to go on that way. But anyways, though, it is pretty goddamn crazy that they have this, to say the least. And so you get off of this, and oh, can you apparently? Oh, it shows the drawing order, and that's pretty nice. That is very, very nice. Wow, it actually shows the correct drawing order and the number of strokes by the color of it. Like, see, the red is the first one, then green second, and then blue, and then everything else. Now, that's not something you see too often. I don't think I've ever seen a program that does that. That's actually very, very nice. Wow. I'm going to have to keep this around for when I go back to Japan. This is pretty nuts. And then it shows the word that it's made up of. So, like, again, if we were to go to, let's go to dog this time. I'm sure you all watch Inuyasha. So, there's dog, and so you go to word, and it shows the I in U there and so forth. And then it shows the drawing. And let's go to something that actually, let's go back to the phrases. Let's go to a second time. So you can go to word and it shows the kanji, and then you go to word and it shows the hiragana and then the kanji that go with it. So it's, yeah, this is a pretty insane program, to say the least. We're going to go back here, though. We're going to go to flashcards. And they've got, again, flashcards for them. Words, if you want to go insane.